Hello, my dear friends. Hello and servus, as we say in Austria. Hello. Day 31. Crazy, 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 crazy. It's day 31 of the Perpetual stew. It's the 31st live ingredient drop. I still can't believe that we in such high numbers already. Crazy. I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for being part of this. Nice names in the chat that I can see. I'm not sure if I can read them all. But hey, you guys, obligatory 100 cloves of garlic. Yeah, of course. Let's get it immediately out of the way. Let's get it started. All of you demand the cloves. There we go. Time for the memes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right from the beginning. Right. Let's get it on. Get it all out of your system. You won't even read my name. No garlic for you. Okay. Erotic tentacle. There, I got your name. And bleeds, nodules. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, all the others. Expect my check to get soon. Alright? So, yeah, man. Love to all the stew fans. That's what we do, right? There. I see the believers in St. Garlic. I see you all are good and faithful and try to spread the gospel. But please remember, I need that print in my house. Just remember, guys, as it was with Avatar and the different elements, we need both. Don't fight each other. We need harmony with the Galicians and the Shalosians. Garlic is important, but as is onion. Okay? Neither should be too much. We had recently the big and bad example of onion trying to take over, and it was a disaster. Okay? Remember. There we go. El Benedicciones, Tuesday cutting. 30 days ago, did you expect making a forever stew would lead to extreme support, rates, and demand for 100 cloves of garlic? Easy answer, no. No, when I started the stream, I just wanted to have an easy way to check my temperature because I didn't trust the device. And it was easier than standing up and going to the kitchen. And I was in my office and I could just check on it without standing up by opening the other tab. That's how this stream started. Okay, that's how it started. The rates, no, I did not think that anyone would ever watch. I didn't even think of doing these live ingredient drops at all. And when I started, I said I would try it for 14 days. I would commit to 14 days and try it out and see if I like the taste and if it's fun after 14 days or not. Because to me, it was nothing about this was about content creation. It was just me realizing that I lived almost 2 years only of canned food. Like my life was just basically something like this and some pasta, and that was it. One can per day, and some pasta, and then some tuna or mackerel for protein, and that's it. It was like how I lived for the last 1 or 2 years mostly, and some multivitamin to be healthy and everything, but that was it. I just ate like once a day to have nutrition to survive. That's it. You know? And that's when I heard of the Perpetual stew long ago, and then I saw the social media content. Big shout out to Zach Makes. I'll post the link. There is his name. Sometimes he's with a dot and sometimes he's with an underscore or whatever. But you see it in the chat, Zach Makes. he was the one I saw doing this perpetual stew stuff. And while he does it more in a content creator way, where it's more interesting ingredients and like a bit engagement baiting and everything, I like the idea because I do a lot of work. I did not have the time to cook every day. Every time when I tried to do prep meals, I completely failed at it. I didn't have the experience with cooking, so many of my meals did not get good. On the other side, the issue was if you don't cook and if you start, it's like, oh, you need these 5 spices and these 10 ingredients. And then you buy it and you spend like 20-30 bucks for one meal. And then the other meal needs other spices that you need to buy again. And it was like, and then I have half of the ingredient X left over and it's rotting in the fridge because it doesn't pair well with the other stuff, and it was like just a mess for me, just a total mess. And for me the stew idea was, okay, wait, I can come home at like midnight from an event and from client calls and everything, and I have a warm meal, and I can work until 6 in the morning and I have a warm meal, or I can go sleep and have, like, I can do whatever I want and have a warm meal that's healthy at any time of the day, anytime I'm hungry, without planning, without buying, without anything. Let me give this a try. And that's how I stepped into this. Now you know the lore of how your supreme leader started to stew. Also, another information, I did not know what the word stew meant. I made a mistake. I thought stew was the translation of the German word Eintopf. And Eintopf is, which I learned now, is something else than a stew. Eintopf means you have one pot. It's literally Eintopf, one pot. That's the translation. And it's the idea is that you have everything you need for a meal in one pot. So you can put in pasta and carbohydrates and potatoes and veggies and meat and everything in one pot. And it doesn't matter if it's more liquid or if it's more thicker. None of that matters. And now I learned, oh, for a stew it does matter. Technically, I'm having the wrong word. But like, you know, now it's too late. Now I'm not going to change all the words and all the accounts and everything. Now it's too late. Now we're going with this. Now, we had some fight. Let's go on. Onion and garlics are the most iconic duo of our lifetime. Absolutely top. Top. My mother had a store. There was a sign on the door that said no dogs or solutions. She got rid of that sign one day because she started allowing dogs in. Pooh! Degenerate. Pooh! Add texturized soy. Oh yeah, I remember. We've got Italians in the chat who see it as a big affront to have onion and garlic mixed. I feel it becomes stew fan non grata. No. You're still loved here, don't worry. It's 1/2 protein by weight. Yeah, you're welcome to be here like everybody else, but onion and garlic mixed together. It's like adding Splenda to sugar. Nothing beats a stew. I've never made a stew like anything without both together, not even bolognese. Oof. Please stop that now. Sugar and Splenda don't. Okay. We got a war going on there. Guys, be nice to each other, but respectful. But you can have different opinions. Of course, my opinion is the right one. That's how this works here, okay? And now, let's give you a good view of this stew. And I had so much work to do recently that I did not even really get to do the videos. I have not made the taste report yet. I have not posted the ingredient drop from yesterday. Like, I'm way behind. I will do all of that today after this ingredient drop, because this ingredient drop is gonna be short. Really a short one, and you're gonna see why in a minute. There you go. So you can see the pot is full. Yeah. We have a nice full pot with a lot of solids. I don't want to waste material by adding way more. It's nice. There we can see, like it's a nice amount. My main issue today was it feels a bit, just a tiny little bit. Yeah, it's a good stew. So, but I'm sorry that I don't have the the taste video ready yet. Yeah, you can see the new score is an 8. Today we've got an 8 out of 10. Why an 8? It tastes good. Each single ingredient is awesome. The broth is good. We have a nice, clean, safe new stew made. Really nice. Absolutely great. But it leans just a tiny bit. Yeah. Relax. I know. Thank you for warning me. I know. Okay, relax. Gotta put the sensor in so the machine doesn't bitch around too much about, hey, wrong temperature. But it's good that it's warning us. It's just a bit too, I don't know the right word, light. Like it tastes a bit too much instead of a hearty meal that I would eat after, being a farmer after a day on the fields, or as a construction worker after a day at the construction site. It feels too light for that, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure if for the English terms. I looked it up. And so, to me, there's something missing. And that's why it's just an 8. Even though it tastes good, it needs more. Something where I feel that, I'm getting food, It's a bit too soupy. Tastes thin. I'm not sure if tastes thin is the right word, but I don't know the English terms. That's why. I understood it tastes thin as it has no taste. It doesn't have flavors in it. But it has a lot of flavor. That's really good. I looked it up. I tried to speak to the clanker, and the clanker told me either it's missing body or it's missing umami. That's what it told me. He'll officiate. We should invite him to our wedding. That's a solid looking stew. Yeah. Thin means watery, okay? Yeah, it's kinda watery. I don't know. And so today, we're going to do a little new test. We are not adding any solids because I just don't think we need any solids. Okay, that's my opinion. But we are going to work with these babies. These ones. We're going to talk about which of those to use and how much to use. Someone is in chat. Who's in chat? Shit. Actually, well, welcome. So, we've got these sauces that we'll add today, maybe. Yeah, not gonna add salt. That's not what we're gonna do, okay? It's not about salt. So, that's the question what we're gonna do. Which of these sauces should we add to get a good taste in the stew? That's the question. That's the hard question we're gonna ask. What are you guys thinking about it? I'm thinking soy sauce and Worcester sauce, and that thing is called Worcester sauce because the English are weird with the pronunciation. And I'm thinking of doing a roux. That's the idea behind it. That's the thought I would have. I don't have the second camera yet. Also, by the way, thank you. Thank you very much for the donations. Laurel leaves. True. Bay leaves. Laurel leaves. This. Good idea. Might make it nicer. Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna be done. That's a good idea. Thank you, man. And should we add a roux or not? That's another question. I'm gonna clean the pan and you guys can discuss this in the meantime. Also, thanks incredibly. I don't know who was there, who was not. We've got the donations. We've got the money for the second camera. Next week there will be a staff camera. Someone paid for the donations. I still can't believe you guys are this curious about the stuff. But well, that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Also, I didn't do the affiliate thing yet. I hope that we'll get it soon. Like, I'll get it done this weekend. Okay, so you can donate that stuff. Capitalism for the win. Yeah. You ever do that? Yeah. No, we need a lot, but we'll just add dark salt, black pepper, onion powder, and bay leaves. I already have I don't want to add garlic because we've got like, let me give it a view. We've got like 10 cloves of garlic in there already. You see here. It's like there's a lot of garlic in there. I don't want to add more. We can use a bit of garlic powder, and the taste itself is great. It tastes great. I don't want to change the taste too much. I want to just make it a little bit thicker. I was thinking of adding mashed potatoes, you know, but I don't want to cook in mashed potatoes. So I thought, well, we've been doing the roux last week. When was it? Yesterday, the day before. And so I thought, well, we could try the roux once more from the tomato puree. Well, I think it's watery just from the water, and because I added so many soup vegetables, it just tastes a bit too much like vegetable soup. Just a tiny bit too much. I could easily add solids to make it taste differently. Like if we added cabbage, Savoy cabbage would be great. Red cabbage would be awesome. We could add the chok pai, pak choy. We could add the pak choy. All of that would make it really great. But I have so many solids in there already. You know, look at this. I don't want to add so many that I can't eat them up. And that's why today I won't be adding solids. We're just gonna change the flavor. Got it? Cornstarch would be a good idea, yeah. I don't have cornstarch, and I didn't want to buy any. Gonna be honest. So today we're gonna go with butter and create a roux. I expected you guys to be more hyped for roux. I'm surprised there isn't. Every day I've been hearing comments about you should make a roux, you should make a roux, you should make a roux, and then today I'm making one and you guys are silent about it. Like, what is going on, huh? Ay. Never happy, huh? Never happy. Yeah, we're gonna go with 1 spoon of butter. I'm not going to add a lot. I mean, I have no clue how much I should add to this big pot. Gonna be honest. I think like 1 tablespoonful of butter and flour should be enough. Or am I wrong? What does chat say? Roux? This way. ROUX. Imagine not having 50 forms of corn in your kitchen. It's like you're not even American. Yeah, incredible, because I'm not American. I am Austrian. We use flour. Happy, good, white flour, as God intended. Yeah, you can always add more. It's hard to take stuff out. True. Yeah, but like if you guys have experience and say, oh no, you need 3 or 4 at least of the spoonful, then I don't even need to start with just 1. That's why I'm asking. Also, it was quite a lot of work to get my stuff cleaned. Now that we're going to record it next week, I had to clean the whole stuff and everything, realizing, man, you know, on camera everything looks dirtier, much dirtier. Big issue. There we have, the stew is on 74 degrees Celsius. There, we're gonna make a nice roux. This is our flour, donkey flour. That's basically it. Hell yeah. Anchovies could just melt into the stock. I will try fish stuff someday. Not today, but someday. I think we'll do it like the pasta experiment, where I take a bit out of it and put it into another, what is it called? Yeah, another thing. And tomorrow we're going to use, I don't have no clue what Blätterteig in English is. It's like, can you see the image? It's like, not strudel, man, good question, what is that? What is that? Let me ask the clanker. Blätterteig of English. There we go. Let's see. What does the clanker say? Puff pastry. It will be puff pastry. And tomorrow I'll be filling some pastry with the puff, with the stew ingredients. Yeah, it's a type of dough. Dough, not duff. Yes, I learned dough. Dough. I learned it. The internet made enough memes and jokes about me to learn. There we go. Yes, I learned it. Dough, not duff. Yes, yes, yes. Nobody's perfect. Even I got to learn, right? That's just how it goes. Chat is too quiet and too slow today. What can I do? What can I do? Seafood Sundays. Yeah. Every country in the world belongs to America. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it another day. It's a type of dough going to clank instead of Duff beer. CVL rare okay, that's some emojis. I'm sorry we're not enough for you today. Nah, man, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. That's just the world. That's just how it is. We're all going to be, what is it? Substituted by clankers. That's just how the world goes around. There. I'm getting this done. So, just a moment to get the view better. There we go. There, we're getting the lid on there again. There. As I said, these are our ideas for today. Soy sauce, Worcester sauce, or Maggi. Got it? I'm just waiting for the butter to melt. Okay, I'm not sorry, we're not enough for you today. Yeah, such is life. And while the butter melts, pickle time. I bet the stew would be good plated with a baked piece of cod. Could very well be. Maybe I should buy salmon. I can't buy it. Today is Saturday. In Austria, the shops are closed on Sunday. So, we got the butter melted. And I'll be adding a spoonful of flour. And whisk up. There for all of you. Just as a short view for those who don't know. Okay? This is how you do roux. There. And now I'm acting all like I know what I'm doing, huh? I just learned it recently. A bit more. You can see, you whisk it, keep it always moving, Okay? And you keep it up for a bit of a while to get the flour heated up so you don't have this pure flour taste in it. Does chat say something? I'm sorry, we're like, yeah, I bet this still would be, shout out to Christine Applegate, huh? Imagine having a tree in your last name. What the hell? Imagine kids, Christine Christina Applegate or what? But I don't get the connection, but alright. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more. Yeah. Now it's gonna be quite firm and solid, and we keep going for a bit to get the flour taste out, and then afterwards we're going to give the broth in there to get a nice sauce. The ingredients today were pretty cheap. We'll have them for quite a while. It's like, well, let me get a better interview for you guys so you can keep seeing them. It's like all of them together were maybe like $10. And those who watch longer know the Worcester sauce I bought a while ago already. We used it like 2 or 3 times already. Let's get this done. Da, 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 da. And I forgot to record it. I didn't take the camera out. Ah. Wow, I need way more. And I'm using this broth off the stew so that we get a nice sauce. I don't mind if it's a bit too fluid, a bit too liquid, because we'll pour it into the broth anyway. But there you go. That's how it would look like. And now this we could use for meat, for pasta, for whatever. Or as a filling for pastry too. Would absolutely work nicely. But as I said, I'm just using it that's thick enough for the stew today. There again for you guys. That's some sexy roux. Yeah, thank you. Awesome how good I am at this, right? Just started recently. There. To anyone who knows more about cooking and meat, tell me if kombu seaweed would work in a stew like that. I don't even know what kombu seaweed is, sorry. Technically, everything works in a stew. You just have to make it work with the other ingredients. Okay? That's the point. You just need to make it work with the other stuff. It's less a question of does it work in a stew or not. It's more a question of is the overall profile of my food working or not. Like sometimes stuff just doesn't work well with each other. But overall you can throw everything into a pot. There you go. That's nice sauce, right? It's not too bad. I am so annoyed that I forgot to record that. Like, that was the main part for today, and I didn't record it. And now it's like, okay, great. I don't have a video for today. Why don't I have video for today? That's why the stuff cam will be so important, right? There we go. Nice, 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 nice. This works out. This works out. Now, what does Chad say? Wooster, Solid, Maggie, or all of them? And the whisker fell down. But nobody got injured, don't worry. Nothing bad happened. That's nice. Whisker goes away. Put the flour back. My idea is to just use all three of them and only use a little bit. But maybe that's a bad idea. Score uncultured, the most Austrian I heard. Yeah. All of them. The world is not made for cowards. Yeah. What do the others say? Do we go all in? And risk getting it too salty and too, like, I don't know, too thick and too salty and all too at once? I don't think so. I think we can just try it, right? Let's just give it a shot. There. Just cleaning the dishes. Give me a moment, and while I'm cleaning, you guys can make your mind up. Right? That easy. There. There. Let me clean this. Let me clean that. There. Nice. Clean. Getting this done. As I said, our ingredient drop today will be short. I'll be finished now pretty much soon. There we go. There we go. Nice. Well, sorry for shaking the cam. Someday I'll position them properly so this doesn't happen anymore. Here everything is clean. Nice. Got it all cleaned up. There. Let's clean the sink. That's basically it for today. Until you decide if we put them all in or not. There. Now the sink is clean. Got it. Nice. Nice. And ready. Omnius, yo! Omnius, hello! Stu, what's up? I can hear you over all this fish I'm eating, yeah? The Canadian is eating fish. Oh yeah, we're gonna add bay leaves. True, that's why they are there. And I don't see any comment in the chat about the sauces. What are we gonna do about the sauces? And then you wonder why I go to the Clanker to ask for stuff. Huh? Isn't that true? My sleep schedule is terrible, so I miss the weekend streams usually. No big deal, man. First thing you can... Or lady. You told me though, yeah. Erotic, you're right. You told me. I'm sorry, as usual. you're absolutely right. I did the unfair thing and put you into the basket with all the others. You are exceptional. You are awesome. You shows that a human heart is better than the clanker. Okay? There you go. I hope that lifted your spirits now. Yeah, I see the little heart. So, I told you though, my sleep schedule. Also, Omnius, if you want to, you can always watch the whole video and the whole set on the YouTube channel. We've got the YouTube channel after all. But I understand it's not the same as being alive with me and with the whole crew and everyone. So, we've got it going nicely. As I said, today we're not gonna do much. That's it. I got the whole kitchen cleaned already. Now I'm just gonna pour in the stuff. The camera, the new stuff camera will be installed sometime around next week. I got the stuff cleaned today. Yeah, and I'm going to see how I can do that. I'll see how it goes, because I need to find out now which camera and which old phone I could use. The stores are closed on Saturday and Sunday. I can go on Monday. Monday is the next time that I can go. So let's switch to the stew. There we go. And add the ingredients for today. As the council decided, we're going to use all of the stuff. We've upgraded to shoestring and cardboard budget. Exactly. We're all awesome. We are awesome. We're getting better and better with each day. Part 1, Worcester sauce. Wait, I gotta record it. I forgot to record the roux. Worcester sauce. A few drops. There, nice. Then, as a proper Austrian, I've got to use Maggi. Nice. 2 shots, that should survive a bit. Then the next thing. This one is a very, very, very cheap soy sauce. And it is so cheap that I don't trust it. All the other soy sauce that were like in these little bottles costed like 4 or 5 euros, and this one costed just 2, and that's why I'm going to try a little camera, come on, yeah, a little spoonful of it. It's good. I think it's a good one. I just really, really underestimated how it would impact my palate to take a half a spoon of pure soy sauce. Why not mix the sauce on a separate bowl until the balance is right before adding them? Because that would be the sensible thing to do. Have you not realized that I don't taste test it at all? I have not once taste tested the stew while putting in ingredients. Like, oh, should I put a bit more salt or a bit more of this? Let me wait 2 minutes and then take another spoonful. I don't do that. That's not how we work here. We're learning. We take it, we taste it, I eat it, and then a few hours later I put in ingredients. And either I'm right or I'm wrong. And that's how we drive here. Yeah. So, let me record this. A bit soy sauce of the cheapest kind that I could find. There we go. And bay leaves is the next thing. There we go. Now, there was that? You got spark. I like that. Yeah, great. Thank you, man. Thank you. And now the hard part where I'm not sure how to do it. I need another thing to hold the, what is it called? The camera. Yeah, because like I have to get all of the brew out, and that's not that easy because it's not that fluid. And now I have to hold the camera on the side at the same time, and it's getting hard. Not that easy to do it all at once, you know. Well, let me get this done. Let me try it out, which, yeah, that might even work. No. There. Nice, that might even work. Great. There we go. Let's get. That was a nice shot for the camera, for the video later on. But now let's get it done properly. I want to get like there's a lot of stuff still there. I don't want to miss this. We made this, so we're gonna use it, right? There we go. Nice. Nice. And I don't think we need any other spices because I used the Cajun spice mix last time. And with that, I personally would say we are done, my dear friends. There then, let me close it and let me program it again. Do we go with 75 degrees or do we go hotter today? I think 75 degrees is good. It's a good, nice amount, right? Because I already learned it does make a quite big difference for how the ingredients react. Like they taste quite different now. There we go. Since I cooked them for 75 degrees instead of the 90 degrees we had last week. And it tastes way more, less cooked, just overall more as they're supposed to, I think. Well, there we go. Get the bay leaves away. Put the sauces back into the cupboard. There we go. So, crock pot. You need a wooden spoon. What is the type of pot called crock pot? It's this one is a Russell Hobbs sous vide cooker. It's called You Pick Farms, but a lot of them have gone away. Okay. What is chat saying? Wait. I remember in the old days, some poor families would go to farms and pick apples and produce for the farmers, and they would go to the farm and take a portion of it as payment for their work. Yep. Yeah, crockpot is a specific brand. A slow cooker is the appliance in general. And you can still go to many farmers because in many farms, nowadays you have such tight regulations on what you're allowed to sell and not, and how the cucumber has to be formed and how the potato has to look and everything, that there's quite a big amount of stuff just being left on the field. And usually if you want to, you can often talk to a farmer and say, hey man, I'm broke, or can I help you, or can I pay you a little bit? I'm gonna just take some of the stuff from the farm that is still out on the field. Just so you know. That's a legit variant. I know because I helped in a charity organization like a food bank. And we worked with a few farmers, and at least in Austria. At least in Austria, Germany, and Central Europe, I know that's the case. I don't know about, like, no clue if Canada allows it or not. Trudeauistan is sometimes very dangerous and has very weird rules about some stuff. But every country has those, right? Now let me clean the pan, and then we're finished for today. And I've got everything done like a proper adult. Next. I know today was not a lot of work, but some people should be happy about me finally trying out a roux the first time, and I really hope that it's gonna make it nice and not gonna thicken it up too much so that we have something sticking to the ground of the pot and getting burned, you know. That's what I'm worried about. There we go. So, cool. Food banks will often take the near sell-by date for the bakery and other things as well. Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's keep flirting in the cooking forum. Yeah, the cooking forum, right. That's a good name. Well, I'm gonna be wasting some time now doing the getting the videos adapted, because my issue was the little USB did not work anymore. I can't transfer data, and that made it really hard to get the videos done properly, because my phone had a full safe card, memory card. It was full, and I used the other phone. And now it was like, okay, half the videos are on phone A and half the videos are on phone B, but I can't get the data over. And as usually, instead of doing something easy, like, okay, I just transfer it directly through Telegram or something like that, I of course set up a whole NAS system at home now so that all the phones that I have can access to the folder, in the NAS folder, in the private network at home, in the LAN. So now I can directly copy paste files into different folders and so on. And yes, of course it's overkill, but it also allows me to do a few other projects now that I thought of way easier. And that's just something very common for me and with me. There we go. That instead of doing just a little thing, I do it very complicated and then forget to do the proper thing. That's just how it is. That's why I tend to really work well if I have someone who pulls me back into my reins. Like, hey man, that's not relevant now. And I said I would get an actual production value now. Also, you get to pirate stuff easier with your media center. Yeah. Tempe 69. Yeah, nice. And I had the NAS set up before that, as I said, because of my work. I do a lot of media work, I do a lot of programming work, so I have an extra server running where, like, I have my automations, my scripts running, and so on. But I got to upgrade that too. I got to make it all better. I always see my stuff and I just know I should make it better. Also, I don't want to name any names. Someone in chat I just wanted to remind you guys, because I was asked by someone yesterday, if you need help, DM me. I did get no DM. I was just asked if I know about websites and servers and stuff, and I do. So if you need any help, I just want you to know again, reach out. Don't be shy about it, okay? If you don't want to do it on the cooking forum, just use my other social media. Okay, I've got many social media now. You can DM me on all of them. You have the programming sucks? No, I do not have the programming sucks. I am not that kind of pro, okay? I am the... Wait, give me a moment. I'll show you what kind of programmer I am. Give me 1 second. Just 1 second, okay? Just a second. Yeah, this takes a moment. Sorry. Takes longer than I thought. Such is life. Tough sometimes, huh? There we go. I'm not the programmer socks type. Is Eternal Stew of Dawn, not Eternal Stream. Yeah. I'm not fetching my programmer stockings. There, I'm showing you what kind of... This is the type of software guy I am. And programmer and so on, okay? I don't have the socks, I have... And this is... Well, this is after I got the pirated version, which I played for like 1,000 or 2,000 hours. And then I thought, nah man, they are great, I'm gonna support them and buy the game. I even bought the game for a friend, so I could support the producers and creators some more. But only 1,000 hours, yeah, I'm working, guys. Okay, I'm not... I do a lot of work too. No, I have no smart home, I have no home assistant. No, absolutely not. I don't want any of that. Why should I want? No. I might program my own stuff someday when I'm richer, but no. I don't want anyone else to have the kind of access to my stuff. And yeah, here we go. Because I shared the Factorio thing, I gotta show this too. There's a pirate version. Do you use crabs and pelicans to assemble boats to fight the British? Well, who knows? A furry meme. It's not a fucking furry meme. The local and low-cost smart home stuff you can get. Yeah. I have not seen any benefit of it yet to me. Like, I'm not against it. Not like on a fundamental level, I'm not against it. But it just has not... For me, it has not reached the level where I think, okay, it's cool, it would benefit my life. It's just that simple. Like, if I had a big house and I had a garden and I had to do like if a lot of things, okay, cool, then I would, like the sprinkler outside, the heater, you know, the shade lamps, the evening lamps, the temperature, all of that kind of stuff. But I live in a small apartment. It's like I don't have any benefit. I don't see any use in it. Just my personal opinion. Yeah. I'm not wearing programmer socks. Okay? Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to find good use cases. Well, yeah. Outside of you being uber rich and wanting it, just wanting those people that want ultra efficiency from the home, there isn't too much of a market. Yeah. I mean, I would like to dabble in it if I had a house like my family had back in the days, like grandparent style, where I say, okay, if I had, for example, a big house with a big garden, and I do a bit of gardening and a bit of aquaponics, to have something like automatic sprinklers to check out the pH and the nutrition values of the food and the water, to automatically, do all of these things, have the pumps run so that the plants always have enough fluid, enough water in the basin and in the soil. These things I think are cool, but I don't have them, And if you calculate all of that together, at some point it becomes a question: isn't it cheaper to just get a gardener who does that? Who comes by every day, 8 hours a day, comes by and does all of that. Like, I'm not sure. I haven't really gone through the calculations. Smart devices are very useful for farmers for moisture sensing and automation too. Yeah, it's exactly what I just said. Yeah, I have automatic heat and lights. I'm planning on getting a drip pump at some point. Yep, that's what I mean. It depends. If you have a good use case, then it's nice. For me, all of my automation, everything that I need is just data driven and not real life. It's like, okay, I have my backup for the server, I have my scripts that are supposed to run automatically, I have these things going. Where I think, yeah, okay, that's nice, but I don't really have anything else going for now. But I think it will be one day. I think it will be getting greater. If I had more money, I would get myself one of those home AI systems. I would get the processors, the GPUs, and have my own local running little LLM. That would be something, for example, that I would like. But we'll see how it all goes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. Yep. Now, my dear ladies and gentlemen, I will have to get back to do something productive, or I might just be lazy tonight and finally watch that Tetris movie. We'll see how it goes once I end this stream, in what mood I am and what motivation. But I enjoyed all of you again, as usual. You can do that very cheaply if you wanted to with DeepSeek. Yeah, but I don't have the computer right now. And right now, my financial situation is so tight that I don't want to waste any money. I'm getting a few messages from the finance ministry, like that's the IRS. Basically, I have to pay the IRS. I have to pay some other magistrates. I have some other, like, the next, I think, I have a few loans that I need to pay back, like business loans. It's, for me, the next, I think, like 12 weeks, 12 to 20 weeks will be lots of work and very little money. And then in the summer, around summer, I think, summer, autumn, I will have to make the choice if I keep working a lot and make good money, or if I go back to being lazy and being, like, not having much money but way more free time. That's something we'll see then. Not ASICs. GPU mining rig should be a good starting point of running your own LLM virtual GF. Yeah, virtual GF. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to be musky and have, like him, like he has, his little blonde virtual girlfriend. There's nothing else that I could think of that would make me as happy. No, but now it's time. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, work-life balance is hard to figure out. Well, I don't think you need balance. It's that easy. Just do what you want. Like, why should you have balance? Why should I want it 50-50? If you have a job you like, or if you have a business and you want to be successful, just grind at it. On the other flip side, well, if you don't want, and if you don't have many material needs, like, who cares? At the end, nobody else but you has to live with your mirror. You are the one who's got to live with the face looking back in the mirror. I think that whole talk about balance is a complete bad take, a really bad take. But that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Okay? It's hey Rubus, yes, you're way too late. And yes, as I said, it's just my personal take. Like, for example, I know people who go dieting, and then they say, okay, I want to lose 20 or 30 pounds, and they go on a diet for like 6 months. And I personally don't like that. I know I'm not the person for that. I go okay, I'm gonna do a crash diet for 1 month, lose all the weight, and then I have the weight that I want. Then I only have to use way less discipline to just keep the weight instead of losing weight all the time. And I'm not as hungry all the time. Same with work. I don't like balanced work. To me, in my sense of balance, it doesn't work. Like, oh, I work half a day, half the day I have free. I don't like that. I prefer working 60 hours a day, 5 days, and then to have a week where I don't do anything. It's another form of balance, but the same applies to, okay, I'm starting my business. For the next 2 or 3 years, I'll do nothing but work. And then I will take a while where I say, well, now I'm just gonna coast it. I think everyone has to do their own way and find what works for them. That's the important thing. You need to be honest with yourself and find out what works for you. But that's just my... What went in? Roux sauce and bay leaf sauce. What's... You're a few mistakes away from crashing by doing it. Well, yo on. Understandable. Do what you suggest for 5 years and burn out, Stewie. Well, Nichels, send me a DM. We can talk about it a bit more private. I don't know if you want to share your story publicly like this. Yo-yo diet is sustainable. If you are a son of freedom and want to burn out, go ahead. I don't want to burn out, but I'm too lazy to burn out. I'm taking way too many breaks. I'm way too relaxed and taking way too many breaks to burn out, you know. But we'll see. But I thank you for the concerns, man. I thank you genuinely. I thank you. Unsustainable. Sustainable. What's it? Unsustainable. Well, we'll see, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get going. Yeah, too lazy to burn out and too hardworking to be a slacker. On point. That's something that I should. Yep. Let me copy that. That's something. There we go. Too lazy to burn out and too hardworking to be a slacker. Thank you very much. That's good. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the very, very best. It was a pleasure. For those Rubus who came later, just so you know what the sauces were, we added Worcester sauce, we added soy sauce, and we added Maggi. Just so you know. And I made a roux with butter and white flour and with the broth of the stew and added it all into the stew again. That's basically it, because I wanted more umami and more body. That's my attempt, okay? And with that, I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I hope we see us tomorrow, and I wish you all the very, very best. Goodbye. Bye-bye. As usual, I'll be in the chat reachable, but I'm muting the mic now.